couple of people who can't believe you're saying what you're saying, and the list is getting pretty tragic, with children overboard and links to Al-Qaeda, weapons of mass destruction that never materialise, and all the other lies too numerous to mention that aren't really lies because you thought they were true. So you're a perfect example of how good intentions can easily have horrible consequences. You said you made a decision based on the information you had before you at the time, but the world needs people who aren't dependent on the information fantasy. Leaders with knowledge, or maybe wisdom, or at least a small amount of common decency. Sudden the death penalty's fine as long as it's only for Muslim extremists because they're behaving inhumanely anyway. Where have we heard that argument before? You say you hope it'll act as a deterrent against other terrorists and religious fanatics. Hey, I know. What about suicide bombers? I reckon you got them scared. And if logic's not really your strong point, then a quick look at a little history book will tell you that execution breeds execution, creates heroes at ground zero. See, when they do it, it's called revenge killing, and when we do it, it's called justice. Hypocrisy and democracy have gotten to bed together and become regime. You won't be offended because even this song is inclusive of GST that you can use to send our brothers to kill their brothers overseas, and leave the sisters to deal with the tragedy, bury the children, be raped by soldiers, get on a boat and apply for asylum and get locked up in Australia as a refugee. The refugee, the refugee, the refugee. Boats and put up flags here illegally, and then killed off the locals and stole their children apparently with some sort of impunity, and then 200 years later all they asked for was an apology. But you don't see the connection, and mate, that's what's wrong with your psychology.